Cher ami and chers collègues, dear friend, it is just 2 months after our first meeting in New York, and I have to say it's a great pleasure to be in Kigali here today. This is my first visit to Sub-Saharan Africa since I assumed my current functions, and I have to say it was a visit long overdue. The latest bilateral agreement between our two countries was signed 35 years ago, and between us, let us be open, we didn't implement it, and this is totally unacceptable. We have decided that we want to enhance our relations with African countries because, among others, Africa will be the economic powerhouse of the world. Some of the fastest growing economies are located in this beautiful continent. And we, Greece, we have no colonial past, and by extension, we do not carry any historic baggage. Also, thousands of my compatriots, Greeks, have emigrated to Africa, and they have created thriving Greek communities around the continent. And I have to say, for us, the gate to Africa should be Rwanda, because you have set, dear Minister, an example in many respects. Rwanda has recovered from one of the worst genocides in human history, a genocide that is within living memory of many of us. Rwanda has set an international standard for reconciliation, for reconstruction, for national unity. You have clearly set a benchmark. I visited, before coming to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Genocide Memorial, and I have to say I was deeply moved from what I saw. I wish other countries around the world that deny even the use of the word genocide, even less accept what has happened in the past on their own land, follow your proud example. Rwanda is also one of the best African destinations for doing business and a fast-growing economy. Our economic ties between Greece and Rwanda today are almost non-existent, and this situation needs, should, and will be remedied. Today's meeting was an opportunity to discuss economic and investment opportunities, and also to discuss how a quick follow-up will take place. In this regard, I was particularly happy to sign with you today a Memorandum of Understanding on Political Consultations and a Memorandum on Diplomatic Training, and more agreement between our two countries are on the pipeline. I also want to emphasize that the world has become so small that no individual country can address challenges on its own. We need to enhance cooperation with countries that share the same principles and the same values, especially the belief that international law should be the norm in relation between countries. I have to say that we, Greece, believes that the respect for the commitments of the United Nations Charter are the ones that promote the peaceful resolution of differences on the basis of international law. And also that the use of violence, and even the threat of the use of violence, do not belong to the 21st century, do not belong to our era. And I have to say it is important to say this here from Kigali. Rwanda, being the fourth largest contributor to the United Nations peacekeeping missions, is setting a very, very proud example. Moreover, Rwanda plays an important role in international organizations such as the African Union and the Francophonie, of which Greece is a member. Today, the government of Prime Minister Mitsotakis wants to present tangible proof of its willingness to support the people and the society of Rwanda. In a short while, I will visit the Rwanda Governance Board and I will make a donation on behalf of my government for the financing of projects aiming at protecting journalists and the freedom of the press. And this is in line with our international commitment. As you may be aware, we have tabled in 2014 a resolution at the United Nations General Assembly on establishing the commemoration of the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes against Journalists. We believe that international solidarity should be the norm, also on another front, when we're fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for appreciating Greece's donation to Rwanda, 200,000 vaccines last September, and also 330 today. They're arriving from Athens to Kigali as we speak. This highlights our genuine common commitment. Dear Sir, dear friend, dear Minister, Your Excellency, may I say that I'm looking forward to build this relation with Rwanda. Thank you so much for your hospitality.